Namaste, and thank you for joining me here today. So we're going to go through a 1 hour session of Ashtanga here. It's generally the Ashtanga Primary Series. When you do the full sequence, it takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So this is kind of an introductory level that is doable for beginners. Ashtanga is generally a very advanced practice, and you only kind of progress through the series more as you continue to practice and unlock or increase your flexibility, your strength, and your endurance. Anyways, so we're just going to do a bit of an abbreviated version of it here today that I like to teach for a beginner to intermediate level. So we're going to get started. So standing up at the front of your mat, your feet together, hugging the kneecaps up, engaging the quadriceps, a slight tuck of the tailbone forward, sucking in the belly, inhale the shoulders up, back, and drop them down, opening the chest here. This is Tadasana, our starting pose. Engaging the Ujjayi breath, or the sound breathing, so you're making a ha as you breathe. It's kind of like you're trying to fog up a mirror, but your mouth is closed. Yoga is all about the breath, and if we're not breathing, it's not yoga. Or if we're not breathing mindfully, we're not breathing, connecting the breath to our movement, then it's just stretching. So in the starting position, Tadasana, the mountain pose, we're just checking in with the body, checking in with our balance. Trying to get the weight equally spread between our feet and equally spread between the heels, the big toe mounds, and the little toe mounds. Keep that slight tuck of the tailbone. Keep sucking in the belly. This sucking in the belly action is called Uddiyana Bandha, which in Sanskrit means literally lifting upwards. So it's this idea of like lifting your energy up. It's drawing up the energy from your pelvis, from your core, and rising it up. And you'll notice that when you engage this sucking in the belly type action, it tends to lengthen the spine, gets you sitting more upright. And throughout the Ashtanga practice, you are supposed to have the Uddiyana Bandha engaged the whole time, which is likely is generally quite challenging. But just as a reminder, it's always something you can do to engage, to deepen asana or a posture. Anyways, so we're going to begin with 5 Surya Namaskara A's, which is sun salutation. So we, from our Tadasana position, we inhale, raise the arms up overhead, gazing at the thumbs, keeping the shoulders down, lifting with the chest and sides, gazing at the thumbs. And exhaling, we fold forward, trying to keep a flat back, leading with the heart here, and trying to get the palms on the mat, connecting the belly and thighs, bending the knees enough to make that happen, that belly-thigh connection. And then inhale, you can come up onto the fingertips here. You're looking straight in front of you, and we're lengthening the lower back. And then exhaling, rooting into the hands. I'm going to step the right foot back, and then the left foot. And bending the elbows, pushing down into Chaturanga. And inhaling, pushing forward into up dog, shoulders away from the ears. And exhaling, down dog. 5 breaths here.
Sending the hips back and up. All four corners of the palms are pushing into the mat. Trying to turn the inside of the elbows towards the front, making space for your neck around your shoulders, getting the shoulders away from the neck. Sucking in the belly and gazing at the navel. And exhaling, bending knees, looking forward, and inhale, jumping forward. Exhale, folding forward, bringing the head towards the knees. Then inhale, strong legs, raising the arms up, coming up to standing, raising the arms up overhead, gazing at the thumbs. And exhaling, arms back down to your sides. So that's one round. We're going to do 5 of these. Inhaling, arms up overhead, gazing at the thumbs. Exhaling, folding forward, leading with the heart. Hands to the mat, connect the belly and thighs. Inhale, looking up, lengthening the lower back, coming up onto the fingertips. Exhaling, stepping the left foot back first this time, then the right. Pushing down, elbows into your sides. And then inhale, lifting up to up dog, looking back behind you. Exhale, pushing back to down dog. 5 breaths. It's usually good to take a little step forward, like a half step forward, in order to find your alignment with down dog. You want to have the legs and the chest like 90 degrees from each other, which is hard to see when you're in the posture. Just trying to push those heels down into the mat and pushing the hips back and up. Often if we have too long of a stance, it'll be overly taxing on the arms to keep ourselves up. So you can take a step forward or two if you're feeling like it's too much. And exhaling, bending the knees, looking forward. Inhale, jump forward. Exhale, head towards the knees. Inhale, strong legs, flat back, raising up all the way, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back down to your sides. That's 2. Inhale, arms up overhead. We'll go a little faster now. Exhaling, folding forward, hands to mat. Inhaling, looking up, fat back. Exhaling, jumping back if you can, or step back. Chaturanga, push down, elbows into sides. Inhale, up dog. Shoulders away from ears, looking back behind you. Exhale, down dog. Take that little step forward. Really think about pushing the hips back. Fingers are spread wide. 4 corners of the palms pushing into the mat. Slight rotation of the insides of your elbows forward as the arms are rotated in to help push the shoulder blades back on the back. Sucking in the belly, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, jump forward. Exhale, folding forward, head towards the knees. Inhale, arms up all the way, standing up. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, hands back down to the sides. Round 4, inhale, arms up, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, folding forward. Hands to the mat. Inhale, looking up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, pushing into the palms, jumping back. Push down, elbows into sides. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Thinking about that Ujjayi breath. sounding the breath. The Ujjayi breath will very clearly show you the quality of your inhale and the quality of the exhale. Often we cut the exhale short and we start inhaling before the breath is fully done, and it makes our breath shorter. So just focus on that long exhale, and the inhale will take care of itself. Exhaling, bending the knees, looking forward. Inhale, jumping forward. Exhale, fold forward, head to the knees. Inhale, strong legs coming up. Arms up overhead, shoulders compressed, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, hand back down to your side. Last round. Inhale, arms up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, jumping back, push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. So with the sun salutations here, that we're waking up the body, getting the blood flowing, preparing the body for the later asanas. Really think about getting those hips high as you can. Try to gaze towards the navel. Gaze is just going to be through the bottom of your view, so you're not going to be tucking the chin to the chest and rounding the back or keeping the back straight. Maybe keeping the bottom of our gaze looking towards the navel. And exhaling, bending knees. Inhale, jump forward. Exhale, fold forward, head to knees. Inhale, raising arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back down to your sides. Now we're going to do 3 Surya Namaskara Bs. Just a little variance in them. So we inhale, bend the knees, arms up overhead, coming into chair, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, looking up, neck and lower back. Exhaling, push into the palms, jump back, elbows into sides. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Angle the left foot 45 degrees and step the right foot up between the hands. Raising arms up overhead, gaze at the thumbs, try to square the hips. Exhale, coming down, hands to mat, step right foot back, push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Angle the right foot 45, step the left foot up between the hands. Arms up overhead, gazing at the thumbs, square the hips. Exhaling, folding forward, left foot back, push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths this time. Down dog is actually your resting position in the sun salutations. It's that perfect moment to really focus on the breath. Make sure you have deep, full breaths. And exhaling, bending knees, looking forward. Inhale, jump forward. Exhale, fold forward, head to the knees. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, coming to standing. 2 more rounds. Second round. Inhale, bending knees, arms up overhead. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, head to knees. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, jump back. Push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Angle left foot 45, step the right foot. Inhale all the way up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back, pushing down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot 45. Step the left foot up between the hands. Raising up, arms up overhead, squaring the hips. Exhale. Hold forward, left foot back, push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Focusing on that sound, breathing. Keeping the belly sucked in. Sending the hips higher. Shoulder blades pushed back into their pockets. Gazing towards the navel. And exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, jump forward. Exhale, fold forward, head to knees. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back down to your sides. Last round here. Inhaling, bending knees, arms up overhead. Exhaling, hands back down to the mat. Inhaling up. Exhaling, jumping back, pushing down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot 45, step the right foot. Inhale, arms up, squaring the hips, bend that right knee. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot back, push down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Right foot 45, step the left. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot back, push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Last down dog here. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, jump forward. Exhale, head towards the knees. Inhale, strong legs, rising up all the way. Hands together, look at the thumbs. Exhale, hands back down to your sides. Now, taking the feet hip distance apart. Hands on the hips. Inhaling here, open the chest. And exhale, lean forward, leading with your heart here to keep a flat back, and grabbing hold of your big toes with your index and middle finger. Inhale, looking up, lengthening lower back, arms straight. And exhaling, folding forward all the way, bringing the head towards the knees. Retracting the shoulders back into the pocket, and engaging the arms to pull yourself down further. Most important, keeping a belly-thigh connection here. And then trying to raise the hips up higher, getting a nice stretch to the hamstrings. Gazing at the tip of the nose. Keep checking in with that sound breathing. And then inhale, look up, lengthen the arms, lengthen the lower back. And then stepping onto the hands, top of the hands facing the mat. Exhaling here, inhale, lengthen spine, look up. And exhaling, folding forward all the way. Trying to raise the hips up higher. Keeping the shoulder blades retracted. A slight internal rotation of your arms to get the elbows facing forward, triceps turning back behind you. spine. Exhale here, bringing hands to your hips. Inhale, coming up all the way. Bringing the feet together. Now you're going to step out with the right foot about 3 to 4 feet. Turn the right toes out. Arms are up. Inhale. Exhale, reaching out with your right arm for your right big toe. Left arm up towards the ceiling, gazing at your left fingertips. Trying to keep the right leg straight. Opening the left chest towards the ceiling. Think about pushing the left hip back and up. And trying to get your hips and shoulders all into the same plane. And inhaling, coming up. Right toes in, left toes out. Exhaling, reaching out, grabbing hold of your left big toe with your index and middle fingers. Right hand faced up, gaze at the right fingertips. Try to get that left leg straight, right hip back and up, opening the right chest towards the ceiling. Trying to get those hips and shoulders all into the same plane. And inhaling, coming up. Left toes in, right toes out, left toes in 45 degrees. Bring the hands to the hips, squaring the hips. Inhale the left arm up. And exhale, reaching the left arm, bringing it to the outside of the right foot. Right arm up overhead, right arm towards the ceiling, gazing at the right fingertips. Trying to send the right hip back, left hip forward, squaring the hips, engaging that twist. Pushing in with the left arm to deepen the twist more, opening the chest towards the ceiling. Switching sides, left toes out, right toes in 45, hands on the hips, squaring the hips. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reaching the right arm, bringing it down to the outside of your left foot. Inhaling, left arm up towards the ceiling, gazing at your left fingertips. Really think about sending the left hip back, right hip forward, squaring the hips. Pushing in with your right hand, deepen the twist. Feel that twist coming all the way from your lower back, all the way from the navel. And inhaling, coming up, back to center. And exhaling, stepping up to your front of your mat. Inhaling, stepping out for a wide stance for this posture. Right toes out, bring the right hand to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, the left arm up overhead. Gaze at the left fingertips. Try to have that right knee bent enough to get the right thigh parallel to the floor. Feel a long line from your left heel to your left fingertips. Try to open the left chest towards the ceiling. And try to get your shoulder in line with your ear. And inhaling, coming up. Changing sides, left toes out. Exhaling, left hand down, right hand up. Feel a long line from your right heel to your right fingertips. Full right side body stretch here. Make sure that left knee is bent enough, getting that left thigh parallel to the floor. Keeping the chest open towards the ceiling.
twisted version. Left toes are in, 45 degrees, bending the right knee, either bringing the hands to prayer and bringing the left arm to the outside of the right knee. Either hands in prayer here or getting the left hand to the mat. Inhale, right arm up overhead. Think about that left hip coming forward, squaring the hips. Push into the left arm, into the right knee to open, to deepen the twist and open the right chest towards the ceiling. And inhaling, coming up. Right toes in, 45. Bending the left knee. Getting the right arm to the outside of the left knee. Hands in prayer. Or getting the right hand to the mat. Inhaling, left arm up overhead. Left arm gazing at the left fingertips. Really pushing into the right arm, or to the left knee with the right arm, in order to deepen the twist, opening the left chest more towards the ceiling. And inhaling, coming back up. And stepping up to the front of your mat. Inhaling, stepping out your right foot for a medium stance here, hands on the hips. Inhaling, opening chest. Exhale, folding forward, leading with the chest, leading with the heart. Bringing the hands to the mat, fingers in line with the toes. Inhale, looking up. Lengthen lower back. And exhaling, folding forward, crown towards the mat. Push in gently with the arms in order to get a little bit deeper. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders should all be in one line. Try to root into the toes and straighten the backs of the legs. This will help to open the hips and get you to fold a little bit deeper. Good opportunity here to suck in the belly, especially as you inhale to fold a little bit deeper. And inhale, bring the arms straight, look up. Exhale here, bringing the hands to the hips. And inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale here. Inhale, bringing arms out to the sides. Exhaling, bringing them just above your hips. Inhale, open chest. Elbows back. Exhale, fold forward, leading with the heart. Rooting into the toes here, engaging the backs of the legs, straightening the legs. Elbows are back behind you and shoulders are dropped back into their sockets. Sucking in that belly, especially on the inhale, trying to get a little bit deeper. And inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale here. Inhaling, arms out to the sides. Exhaling, interlacing the fingers back behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, folding forward, leading with the heart. Arms coming up overhead. Let the arms and the shoulders be soft here and just hang. Rooting into the toes again, engaging the backs of the legs. Pulling deeper. Gazing at the tip of the nose. And inhaling, coming hands to the waist. Inhale here, open chest. Exhale, folding forward, getting about halfway, getting the hands to grab onto the big toes, index and middle fingers around your big toes. Inhale, looking up, lengthening lower back. Exhale, pulling yourself down. Head towards the mat. Try to keep the elbows in line with the toes, with the shoulders retracted onto the back, and using the arms to get a little bit deeper, but still rooting into the toes, engaging the backs of the legs. Sucking the belly, trying to go a little bit deeper. And inhaling, coming all the way up. Looking forward, exhaling here, hands to hips. Inhaling, coming up all the way. Exhaling. And coming up to the front of your mat. And stepping out for a shorter stance this time. Left toes are in 45 degrees, squaring the hips. Bring the hands either into prayer behind you or grab opposite elbows. Inhaling, opening the chest. And exhaling, folding forward all the way, gazing at your big toe. Think about the elbows going towards the ceiling, but the shoulders are still pressed back into their pockets. Think about that right hip going back. The right femur or thigh bone is pushing into the pelvis. And inhaling, coming up all the way. Coming back to center, changing sides. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhaling, folding forward, head towards the knees. Gazing at the left big toe. Sending the left hip back behind you. Think about pushing that left femur back into the pelvis, back into that hip socket. The elbows are back behind you, but the shoulders are retracted back into the sockets. And inhaling, coming up all the way. Bringing the left toes in. And stepping up to the front of your mat. And now for this next pose is a bit of a difficult balancing pose. So we're going to use a wall if possible. If you have one available to you, I recommend going towards it. Hand against the wall. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up, grabbing hold of the right big toe. Try to get the right leg as straight as you can. You can have the knee bent here as well. Exhaling, bringing the chin towards the knee, gazing at your right big toe. Retract your right shoulder back and try to point the toe away from you as you try to get the leg higher. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling, right leg out to the right, gazing towards the left. Try to get the right leg straight. And inhaling, right leg back to center. Exhaling, head to a knee. Inhaling, head up and release the right arm, but keep the leg up and point the right toe. 5 breaths here. Trying to get the leg parallel to the ground. And bringing the foot back down to the mat. Now, for the other side, recommend getting the right hand to a wall if you have one available. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up, grabbing hold of the toe. Exhale, chin towards the knee, pointing the toe and retracting the shoulder back. Trying to get the left leg higher while keeping the right leg straight. Inhaling, head up, and exhaling, left leg out to the left, gazing to the right. Try to get that left leg straight, shoulders over hips. And inhaling, left leg back to center. Exhaling, head to chin, or chin to knee. Inhaling, head up, and releasing the left arm, keeping the left leg up, point the left toes. Trying to get that leg parallel to the ground. Hips underneath the shoulders. And release the foot down. Very good. Now we're going to do another balancing pose. The easiest variant that we can do for this is just a tree pose. Either having the foot above the knee or below the knee, definitely not on the knee. And then the more advanced variant of the pose, bringing the right foot up onto the left thigh into a half lotus, wrapping the right arm around either to grab a hold of the left tricep, holding here, or grabbing hold of the right foot. If you're able to grab hold of the right foot, left arm up, inhale, exhale, fold forward, bringing the hand to the mat. Fingers in line with toes. Inhale, look up, lengthen lower back. Exhale, fold forward, head towards the knee. Try to send your right hip and your right knee further back, squaring the hips. Trying to get that chin towards the knee. And inhaling, looking up. Exhale here. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhale, release the leg. Other side. So again, we can just do the tree pose, or a more advanced variant, bringing the left foot up on the right thigh, left arm around. Inhale, right arm up. And exhaling, holding forward, getting the hand to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hold forward, head towards the knee. Try to send the left hip back, the left knee back, squaring the hips. Inhaling, looking up. Exhale here. And inhaling, coming up all the way. Exhale, release the foot. Good. So coming back to the front of your mat, feet together. Inhale, arms up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, head to knees. Inhale, looking up, lengthen lower back. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Push down, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog.
And then immediately inhaling, jumping forward, coming up into a chair pose, so bend the knees, arms up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Trying to keep the shoulder blades depressed. Rooting into the heels here and trying to push the weight more behind you, like you were going to sit in a chair. When we root into the heels and the hips, we engage the lower back more. And then exhaling, folding forward, hands to mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pushing into the palms, jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now for warriors, left foot 45 degrees, step the right foot up between the hands. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Try to bend that right knee. Right hip back, left hip forward, gazing at the thumbs. And inhale, rise up, keeping the gaze towards on the thumbs and switch sides. So bending the left knee, right foot 45 degrees. Left hip going back, right hip going forward, bending the left knee. And inhaling, lowering the arms for warrior two. Right foot going out to 90 degrees. Trying to keep the hips and the shoulders all in the same plane here. Try to push down with the arms so it keeps the arms engaged, like you're pushing down on an imaginary surface. Slight tuck at the tailbone here. Inhale, straighten left leg, switch sides. Exhaling, bending right leg. Gazing at the right fingertips. Try to push down on the surface, keeping the arms engaged. Looking out over the right fingertip. And bringing the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, jumping through to seated or stepping through. Coming to sitting with your legs straight out in front of you. Hands by your hips. Push the knees down, flex the feet towards you. Sucking in the belly, tuck the chin to the chest, and engage the arms to push the shoulders back, opening the chest. 5 breaths here as you gaze at the tip of the nose. And then inhaling, reaching forward, grabbing hold of your big toes, bend the knees if you need to. And exhaling, folding forward. Try to keep the shoulder blades retracted back. Sucking in the belly as you inhale, try to lengthen out towards the toes more, not just collapsing the chest and folding forward, but trying to lengthen as much as you're coming down. Keeping the gaze towards the big toes. Try to point the toes away from you while still retracting the shoulder blades. And then inhale, look up here. Exhaling here. Bringing the hands now to the outsides of the feet, doing the same thing. Inhale. Exhaling, folding forward. Keeping the shoulder blades retracted back onto the back. Gazing at the toes. As you inhale, try to reach forward, not just folding forward, but reaching forward. Keeping that gaze on the toes to keep the energy moving forward. And inhaling, looking up. Exhale here. Crossing the legs. Inhaling, lifting up, jumping back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump forward. Coming back to seated. Bring the hands just slightly back behind you. So they're about a hand's distance behind you. And then we're going to inhale, raising the hips up and looking back, trying to push the bottoms of the feet into the mat. Try to get the hips high as you can. And exhaling, coming down. Crossing the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Then inhale, jumping through for boat pose Navasana, doing a little core. Inhaling, lifting the legs up, gazing at the toes. Trying to get the shoulders back, opening the chest. You can also have the knees bent. You can also grab a hold of the thighs, whatever is possible for you. The full expression is legs straight, gazing at the toes. Then after 5 breaths, we're crossing the legs. Try not to let them touch the floor. Bring the hands beside you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. And doing this 5 times, coming up again. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crossing the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, back up. 5, 4. Shoulders back. Legs straight. Point the toes. 2, and 1. Cross the legs. Inhale, lift up. Come back down. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Legs straight. Gaze at the toes. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And crossing the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back down. And stepping back. Pushing down for Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now inhale, jumping through for the little back bends. So the easiest variant for back bends is just having, first of all, we want to have our feet slightly out to the side, so they're slightly wider than the hips and our toes are pointed towards the edges of the mat, so they're like a little duck-footed out, not too much. Having the hands at your sides, you inhale, just lift the hips up. So this is the first variant. The next variant is you can have the hands up by the ears. You inhale, lift the hips, and then lift the head up onto the mat, and you hold here. And then the full expression is lifting up the chest. Arms are straight, holding for 5 breaths. 5, 4, try to soften the glutes and engage the legs to push the hips away from the feet. Chest away from the feet. And exhale, come down onto the head. And take a breath there or lie down on your back. Inhale, come up into the variation of your choosing. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. And inhale, lifting up. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming down all the way. And making your way to seated to counterpose that back bend with a forward fold. As we did just before, legs straight in front of you. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, grab and hold the outsides of the feet. You can bend the knees if you need to for this pose. And inhaling, sucking in the belly, reaching forward. Exhaling, folding forward. Keeping those shoulders retracted. Keep sucking in the belly to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, try to go a little bit deeper. Good. Crossing the legs. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, jump back, push down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jumping through. Coming to lying down on your back. And making your way into a shoulder stand. So, bring the knees into the chest. And then lifting the hips up, supporting the lower back with the hands. Inhale, lifting the legs up straight. Holding for 8 slower breaths here as we wind down the practice. Try to get the hips over the shoulders. Ankles over the hips. Pointing the toes, legs together. Then exhaling, bringing the legs back behind you to a plow pose, getting the tops of the feet into the mat. Interlacing the fingers behind you and pushing in with the arms into the mat. Try to get the legs straight, bringing the hips over the shoulders, pushing in with the back of the head into the mat to take any pressure off the neck. Eight breaths here. Try to be slower in this cool down section. And then rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Coming to lying down on your back. And then making your way up to seated. Jumping back. Pushing down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jumping through. Final 3 poses here. So you can either just be in cross-legged, or a half lotus, or if you're comfortable, a full lotus. Right leg first, generally in Ashtanga, then left leg. You want to bring the arms back behind you, so they're like wrapped back behind you. If possible, you want to grab a hold of the left toes with the left hand, then the right toes with the right hand. Inhale here, open chest. Exhale, fold forward, bringing the chin towards the chin towards the mat. Think about sucking in the belly, lengthening the spine, reaching forward as much as you're folding forward. Try to keep the shoulders retracted back on the back as well. 10 breaths in this posture. And inhaling, coming up all the way. And then bringing the hands into chin mudra, thumb and index finger making a ring, other 3 fingers pointed straight. Arms are straight and engaged here as we suck in the belly, bring the chin to the chest, try to keep the shoulders back as well. Holding for 10 breaths here, gazing at the tip of the nose. Then, for the final position, bringing the hands beside the hips, and we're going to lift the whole body weight up off the floor. If you're in a half lotus or just have the legs crossed here, you can use the feet a little bit to help lift you up. And inhaling, lifting the whole body, trying to get the knees as high as you can, holding for 10 breaths. Exhaling, coming down. Uncrossing the lotus legs. Stepping back into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And hold for 5 breaths here, just the final position. Then as you're ready, inhaling, jumping through, and lying down on your back for Shavasana. Feet as wide as the mat. Palms at your sides, or hands at your sides, palms facing up. Shoulders away from the ears, the chin slightly tucked. Closing the eyes. And just watching the breath. Watching the breath slowly return to a more relaxed state. Scanning across the body for any tension that's still holding on. Taking a few moments to bring awareness to one of these tense spots. Using your breath and attention to help it relax. As you melt deeper and deeper into your mat. Bringing the feet together as you give yourself a nice full body stretch here. Reach a little bit more with the right side, a little bit more with the left side. Any other little movements you want to add in there? And rolling over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Have the knees just slightly bent. Just feeling held here for a couple breaths. And making your way back to seated. Thank you for joining me here today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. Anyways, hands to heart center. Namaste. The light in me bows to the light in you. You have a good rest of your day.